out there. Woo. Oh my God. So guys, I just got in and my phone been ringing. Hello, Haji, how you doing? My phone was just ringing off like crazy for the past hour and a half. And I was in the supermarket doing some errand and stuff like that. And I just wait till when I get home, then I started listen to voicemail and listen to messages. And my tongue is so heavy today. And I get to understand that I know like at least today I get to the news. I know at least four people that got deported. Four people that I know from Boston that got deported. And two female. Hi, Hodge. Two females and two male. And the fourth person that I literally know is people from Jamaica. You know, I'm gonna be very honest. I kind of feel different. I have to be a real person. I can be biased. I kind of feel different, and again, I kind of the way I feel, sometimes it's like sadness, and sadness can bring joy. What I had to say to all of these people, them like people from my Jamaican people, them that people who are undocumented, my best advice I could give to each and every one today: get some barrels and pack your stuff, them ship them home, buy your ticket and go home. Don't let America purchase your ticket, because when they put you on the plane and send you home, it costs America pocket. And I come across where many people telling people not to go home. Why? I think that's foolish talk. And when I said it's foolish talk, thank you, it's foolish talk. I mean, this is the whole land in this world belongs to God. We people come in this land, we take it over, It's okay. I feel like when it comes to the down to the point where a lot of people have to understand. I'm not here to talk about politics because I'm not into the politics thing, period. But we have to understand that when it comes to the person who in charge of any country, any Caribbean island, every single one of those person deport people, not just one, they all done deportation. And those are the things we now pay attention to. Maybe some do more than some, of course. But to all my Jamaica people them today, this is what I had to say to you. You are undocumented. You have a green card, because green card is not permanent anymore. When I migrate to this country, I got a permanent green card. When I swear in for my citizenship, they asked me why I become a citizen, because I had a permanent green card. I don't know how long, not catching up or trying to go into certain things because I'm here, but they cut out the green card, the permanent green card. Visitor, people who go in and get a visiting visa, and a person who get a green card, this visitor get 10 years. A person with a green card get 10 years also, because every 10 years they got to renew that green card. The only thing a person with a green card, they have the opportunity to get a social security number. They can work and also build up themselves. Like, you have to be here 5 years, sometime 3, all depends on your status coming here. It could take you 3 years to become American citizen. So if a person come here 1 year and 2 year, 1 year in America and said they become a citizen, that's a lie. Can't happen in this country. Foolish talk. But anyway, I believe my Jamaica people, this is what the world coming down to. And I know many people out there does not believe in God. And from a little child growing up, I heard people saying God is coming. At my age at this time, I still haven't experienced the coming of the Lord. But when you read the Bible and you go out there and you hear the real pastor preach the words of God and tell you when the time is near, we're going to see so many different things. So many different things. Are you people paying attention what really going on today? The whole world going to suffer. The whole world going to feel that what going on today in America. And I'm not here to put down anyone discussing anything about politics because I'm not a politician and I don't believe in politics either. You understand? The only thing we people, the nation, have to do, we have to come together. We have to come together and defend ourselves and stand up for ourselves. Because Jesus just sitting down waiting for all of us to rally around, because that's what he waiting for. Because let me tell you, some of you people that got deported in Jamaica, since the deportation started, since January, it's going to happen where it's coming, where you're going to roll and rejoice. Thank you, Jesus. I got deported. Okay? Thank you. Because let me tell you something. Enough is enough. And we are human beings. We can come up with topics. We can come up with ideas. We can come up with our knowledge of everything what we want to happen. But when God time coming, he's not going to tell the nation what he's going to do. God just going to do what he's going to do. And that's just it. I believe when you look at it in many ways, if you go to the immigration, you get 6 months. You get a 10 years. You cannot spend 6 months. They're not allowing you to do 6 months in the country. People overstayed. People refuse to go back home. Some people go. I tell many people so many times, don't be foolish. When you get a 10-year visa, people quick to tell you on the phone, come, you can stay with me. I got a job for you. I got this for you. You don't have to go back. Many people are going to say this to you. Many people. And I know this caught up with many people who got 10 years visa. And when they came to America, what people tell them when they drop in America and see what it's like for themselves, it's a total different thing. Many of them who came here, they get a 10 years, they come, they didn't go back. Whose fault is that? It is nobody's fault. People should blame themselves. Yeah, I had to be real. Every single person should blame themselves, because many people get the opportunity at 10 years. You only can spend, some people get 10 years and spend full 6 months. They buy their ticket coming back, they turn them back. You know what I mean? Some people spend 4 months, they go back home, coming back, they let them through. It's just the games in this thing. You have to understand the games. You have to understand the games and play the games good. You understand? You have to understand the games and play the games very good. You know what I mean? Okay. Many people get deported. Who can they blame? They can't blame anyone. If the country have a law that if you overstayed, you're going to get deported if they catch you. Keep it in mind. When you're here, you're working, have your plans. Know what you want. You can get up anytime, go out there through the door. You don't know if you're coming back at home. because you know your situation. And I'm telling many people today, because this is what I just get to understand today, the full lowdown, the full details. Why I know 4 people who got sent home. I know 1 from yesterday and 3 today that got detained yesterday. Let me tell you people something. The 3 that got detained, if you live in America, you're not in Jamaica, do not use a Jamaican driver's license. It's ridiculous. It's nonsense. People, learn some sense. Hello, 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 everyone. Learn some sense, people. Learn some sense. You live in America, I could understand if you just got here. Like you just got here, whether you're coming permanent or you're coming visiting, anything. Of course, wherever country you're coming from, of course you can use their driver's license up to a period of time. Some states allow it, some don't. Know the laws before you go around and staring. If you in the country for 5, 4, even 3 years, 1 year, you have a Jamaican driver's license, it's not good anymore. Don't use it. These ICE is pulling you over. What you doing with, what you showing them a Jamaica driver's license for identification? You're wrong. You're totally wrong. That's not identification. That's expire. You know what I mean? This is some of what I get to understand. Why some of like 3 of the people them that I literally know when they pick them up, ask them for identification. They giving them Jamaica driver's license. And that's the reason why. Anyway, they was gonna get them anyway, because they are undocumented people. But at the same time, they give away themselves too. You live in America, I could understand if you come and visiting for a couple months, you come here permanently, they give you up to certain time to use your driver's license from where you're coming from. After, you got to get a changeover. So is this any sense in it? You're here for years and you're using Jamaican driver's license. These ICE going around picking up people and they ask you for your identification. You're going to give them a Jamaican identification. What are you proving to them? You just tell them who you are right there. You know, you just tell them what you got from what you don't have. That's it right there. Literally, one of the person had a green card. And these are things that people need to understand, because if you have a green card, you have open case, you're going to get deported. Because one of them had a green card, had an open case, got deported. Shoplifting included too. If you shoplift, burglar, and those type of things, you are a citizen. If you had a green card, you're going to get deported for it. Now, people understand. I'm telling you, to permanent resident and to people who are become citizen, they have the opportunity to go out there to get a job, to work, even to go McDonald's, to flap some burgers. So many work out there. You know, I have to be real. Restaurant all over. So you have a green card, you become American citizen. You can go work. You choose to go do shoplifting. You get deported. Whose fault is it? You don't blame anyone. You can cuss a person because a person passed the law for that. Then you're gonna give that person that blame. Blame yourself because you have papers. Go get a job and work your own money. Doesn't matter how small it is. That's your money. You work for it. You understand? So when many people look into certain things, it's not just undocumented people alone going home. People who have the citizenship, they're revoking it also. People who have green card and they have open case, they already have cases that they picked up and those type of things, they're going home. People who are here undocumented, who've got someone filing for them, they're not getting through anymore. It's not going to happen. My best advice today is to tell every single one of my Jamaican people then who living in the United States, who don't have a green card, who don't have papers to stay here, go home. It's just one of my best advice. When they caught you out there, they put you in jail. They take your fingerprint. You cannot come back because you're in the deportation list. People been saying this. If you buy a ticket and you go home, I 90% believe in times people who send home themselves will have the opportunity to come back again. But when the government put you on a plane and send you where you belongs, that's a deportation right there. And it costs the government money to send every single deportation person to their country. That make it worse right there. So, people learn. In Boston, it's crazy out there. Very crazy. It is so crazy out there in Boston. When I said it's crazy, it is just crazy. All week, from Monday to today, it is just crazy out there. And when I said it's crazy, it's crazy. You may park your car and just step out. You're going to see normal people. You don't know who they are. You understand? It is just crazy out there. It's very crazy. And the way it is crazy, you live in people's house, you have to pay rent. You're going out there to work, you at risk. The best advice I see, people who have money they save up or whatever, give up your job. Give it up. Get some barrel, pack your barrels, buy some stuff, ship them home. Send them from you to you. You know what I mean? Send them from you to you. When you go home, purchase your ticket and go home. People saying if you send yourself home, when you go to the airport, there's so much you have to go to. People who have their documents and traveling, because I went home last year, May, June, and September. And when I went home, for your mercy. When I went home, I have to go through things too. I have to take pictures. I have to do everything like anyone else. You know what I mean? It's just things changed since January 2024 because I went home 2023 October and it was the same whole fashion thing going on. When I went back in May, it's a total different thing. It's not the same. Of course, we all have to go through the same procedure. All I am saying, you're here, you undocument, you have a green card, are you a citizen? I feel like, what is it? What time it is? You know what time it's telling you. You know what I mean? Everyone should know what time it's telling. Get yourself organized. Don't be afraid. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. Because as I say that, America is not America like before. And everyone come from somewhere. You know what I mean? And I know Jamaica is a beautiful place. I went to Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican. And I went home on many occasions. And Jamaica is beautiful. When my time up, it just brings grief to my heart. Because it's so beautiful. I remember back in the days when I was younger. People do a lot of farming. People raise chicken. People raise pig. People raise goat. People raise cow. People raise all different type of things. People do their igloo. People would buy stuff from the farmer and they would go to the market and they would sell. People who do so many different things to put food on their children's table, to so many different things to send their children to school. And for many people who got deported and for many more who are here, go home. I would advise every single one of Jamaica and document people in the United States today, go home. Everyone who live here, include myself, know that America is not America like before. It's just not. If I did reach the age to retire, of course I would go home. If I did reach the age to retire, of course I would go home. You know what I mean? And I said it over and over again. America did have the opportunity for every single person who live here in this country to go out there and can get free education. And many people refused it. But today, many people going to regret it. Because if many people did go back to school and try to uplift themselves and get a certificate in some area and go back to Jamaica and prove who they are, it's not a big deal. Some of the things that I literally look into is that I believe the leader of Jamaica, what the leader of Jamaica should have done to prove to America, to prove to the world, get some house, at least 6 houses for the time being, 3 for female, 3 for females, 3 for males, and take them, put them in those homes, and let they get up in the morning time, go sweep the street. Let they go to the bank and clean those glass. Let they give them a job to do until each and every single one of them build up themselves and can manage to go in their home. They take it from there. Get them food, get them clothes. Because every single one of these people them that they deport in the one suit that they pick them up and they back. That's it. So I believe they should prepare, in a mannerly way, how to treat these people, welcome them back home, that they feel happy again. Because I know the leader for Jamaica warned the deported them about coming back to Jamaica. But how many going to listen? How many of them going to act crazy, got mental issue, anxiety, panic attacks, stress, because they leave stuff behind and those type of things. So I believe the leader should take up more responsibility, to make Jamaica people feel good again and make Jamaica people feel happy by get some home to put these people them that coming home, so they can get to build up themselves, because Jamaica is not the worst. It's not the best because of crime rate, but I see where it's not worse like before. But what's going to happen with many of these people that going back home? They have nowhere to go. Many of these people in this country, 40s, 50 years, 10, 20, 30, 10, 5, even 1 year. Some of them, before they came here, they didn't have nowhere in Jamaica. They were paying rent. They give it up. Many of them going back home. They have nowhere to go. Many of them family refused to take them because when they were here, they forgot where they're coming from. You know what I mean? They forgot where they're coming from. That first day when they board a plane to the United States, they forget. So I believe the leader should take up some responsibility, get some home to put these people them in, because it's going to cause more violence in Jamaica, going to cause a lot more crimes. So many things going to happen again because they have no one. How are they going to survive? You know what I mean? How are these people going to survive? I don't know. How are these people they going to survive? It's a lot. It's a lot. I didn't know so many undocumented Jamaica live in this country until deportation started to happen. And I know every leader for America do deportation, of course, but this one is, to my, based on what I saw happening, this one is more out of control. And there's no way it have no hand at this moment. I had to be real. For my Jamaican people, then, the law passed all undocumented people to go home. They're going to deport them. Why sit back and wait for your turn? Go home. It's better for you people. Just go home. Because let me tell you people something. I don't know for what going on if anyone out there feel anything or noticing anything. But majority of these people them that send home to the Caribbean country, it going to happen with all of these people going to rejoice. And it's coming. It's coming. You ever had some place and as you maybe had a spot for maybe 2 hours. And just as you leave that spot where you had collapse, and you're gonna say, oh, thank you, Jesus. I was there for 2 hours. This is what I'm looking into. And this is something that going to happen. People, relax. People, if you believe in God and believe in yourself, every single person out there, whether you call yourself a Christian, whether you call yourself a sinner, we all should come together as one and call upon Jesus. Because no one in this world is greater and powerful. No one. No one is greater and powerful than the man above us. And the nation need to come together. We need to stop the hatred against each other's. We need to stop fight against each other's. We need to stop unalive each other's and come together and live as one. Come together and pray together. Many things going on before January 2025. It's a lot going on in the world. A lot. You know what I mean? Who paying close attention that the coming of the Lord is near? It's near. So many things is happening. It's not just since January. A lot of things going on. A lot of things happening. A lot. Many things. So many things happening for many years now. So it's like we, the nation, we not paying close attention that the coming of the Lord is near. And this is because the coming of the Lord is near. That's why we are experiencing so many different things, because the time is near. The time is near. Brother, sister, pray, put these matters in the hands of God, because the time is near. You know, when I go outside, it's just a different feelings. I just feel like I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. I literally don't know where I'm at. The time just looking up to the sky, the atmosphere, my surrounding, it's just not the same. And I have to be real. Are anyone paying attention? Are we paying attention into something else that happening? Sometime a man, a woman in this world can come up with a topic, can come up with ideas. Many, but it had to happen. It had to, because the coming of the Lord is just right around the corner. I don't know if who feels it. I don't know. I feel it. Things is just not the same. When I step outside, things is just not the same. You just have a morning feelings like it's just not the same. And then on top of what literally happening, it just giving you a worse feelings. People, we need to come together as one nation. We need to Leave the negative stuff at the side, because what literally happened here in America today, everywhere going to benefits from it, okay? Every single where in this world going to benefits from what happened in here. I live in this country for ages. I never went in the supermarket here and ever see eggs in the supermarket, 3 eggs in a plastic bag. I never saw that. They have 6 eggs, a dozen eggs, 24, 48. I never see 3 eggs in a plastic bag tied together. I never do. Just to tell you, it coming down where people, we have to come together, because pretty soon we have no food here. What's going to happen to us? Pretty soon we have nothing here. What we going to live off of? What's going to happen? Huh? What going to happen? This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, people. I had to just be real. This, what's going on right now, is just the beginning. And people, I had to say that from January, when I open my mouth and speak, I will speak things from my mouth in an angry way about certain things going on. But let me tell people something. I wake up today and wake up based on my feelings, my energy. What going on today in America, it have to happen, because the coming of the Lord is near. It's just near. It's just signs. It's just wonders. Do you people ever see many things happen before? No. It never do, because we do not know the plans that God have for us, and what God waiting for us, the nation out there, to do is for us to come together and to show him, because God's sitting down in his chair just waiting for each and every single one of us to come together and call upon him before we can see something happening. It's not just one Christian. It's not just two. Christian is Christian. One Christian can't anger this. I gotta be real. It need a nation. It need a nation to come together and put this situation in the hands of God and let God deal with the situation. Let we sit back after we all call upon Jesus and let Jesus deal with the situation. Let he deal with it, because it's coming. I tell people it's coming. I'm telling people it is coming. It is coming. Don't believe that. There's a man they call Jesus. Hate us. He don't hate us. Even the man that just go out there and just unalive someone, Jesus don't hate him. He just there in the book. God don't hate no one. God waiting on us as the nation to come together and to call upon him, because God just sitting back and just waiting for us. So many things going on. The whole world see what's going on. Before I migrate to this country, I feel like if I didn't come here, I don't know what would happen, because the way people that was living here before I came here came back to Jamaica and make it seems like America, you bet when you come in here, you need to come with 10 bags. because it's just as you step out from the airport, they make it seem like gold, diamond, and money on the street. It's not like that. If my older sister remember when I just came here, and when I get out from the airport, when I get in the car that came to pick me up with my sister, and when the car drove in, and I keep look around, and I said to my sister, "Are you sure I'm in America?" Because when I tell you people, I dress because I thought I was coming into diamond. It's not a joke. It's a real talk. And when I came here, my second day in Brooklyn, New York, when I went out, I started to see curtain tied up at windows, sheets, t-shirts. I keep asking my sister, is this really America? Huh? You got people here poorer than people in the Caribbean country. Okay? Very poor. Very, very poor. You have to work as a single person. You can't make it here on your own. You have to have either your children or a relationship to make two ends meet here. Many people live here can't manage to rent an apartment. They have to rent a room. A one-bedroom apartment in Massachusetts here right this minute, it's like $2,800, 24, 23. Nothing cheap. You go in the supermarket these days, with $200, you're coming out with one bag. Barely what you get for $200. It's not cheap to live in here. It's very expensive. It's very, very much expensive. There's no fun here. Huh? There is no fun here. People believe that people live in a foreign country in America here, where I'm at this moment, believe that people here living the best life because it's America. Of course, America was given the nation that they was given the nation out there that this country was the number one country and this country was on top. It's not. It's just not. It's crazy. And I say it again, if I did ever reach retirement age, I will retire and go back where I come from. It's not a joke. I would go back home where I come from. Because one thing today, I could tell anyone, I am very thankful, I am very grateful for that big opportunity that I get to come into this country, because I came into this country. I know where I was coming from. And today I sit here, can speak to any single one out there. If I go back home to Jamaica right this minute, I could open a physical therapy place for myself. I could run assistant living. I could work as a nurse. I could do real estate appraiser. I could do so many things. Because when I was in Jamaica, I didn't have the opportunity to achieve anything. So I'm thankful and grateful when I came to this country for the woman who I am sitting here today, for what I achieved. And I'm very happy. I could go back home and be a woman. You know what I mean? I could literally go back to my country and be anything I wanted to be. I had to just be real. You know what I mean? I have to be real. And these are some of the things that many times when I go out there and I saw many of my Jamaican people then, young, doesn't matter. Here you go to school. Age got nothing to do with achieving education. It's your ability. It's got nothing to do with get a carrier. But many people come here. I'm talking about my Jamaican people because I am a Jamaican. A lot of Jamaican came here, and today I used to go in Boston, and many of them would take their behind and clean the street and just sipping on a nip. Oh, when you pass, they said, "Oh, could you buy me a nips? Could you buy me a nips?" A little alcohol, probably for $1.99, $1, whatever. I don't know. All age. Some of them just waste their time. Come here. They waste time. They come here. They don't want to work. They want to live like the American them. They ain't going nowhere. Where they going? And this is what they caught up into, because they come here and be a follower. They don't come here and be a leader. They a follower. You understand? Because when you go in Boston, many of them out there, my Jamaican male, some females too, they're out of it. They don't even know themselves. They don't even know where they at. They don't even know what day it is. That's what they come here for? No. You come here to be a better person. And many times when I walk out there and I bump into many of my Jamaican people, then it breaks my heart. I ask many of them, why you here? Go home, go plant some banana, some dasheen, some yam, go do farming. It's better. You know what I mean? It's better. Many of them came here and make a fool of themselves. And many of them came here and take their money and mind American women. Many of them came here and get themselves on substance abuse. You understand? I don't know if they're going to send back those people back home. They're out of it in the street, walking up and down. I don't know. Before, back in the days, before January of 2025, whether you have a court case, you have a felony, it's a deportation. Before they deport you, and this is something every single country should be aware of, about these deported that are coming home. America used to, what America does, a week or so before they deport you, they do HIV tests. If you're positive, you come back home in America. They they have houses here for those type of people. They put you there, they feed you, clothes, they give you everything, because they can't send you back home with the virus, because you didn't get it where you're going. You get it here. These are something all Caribbean country, all over the world. The leader, they should pay close attention to these matters to find out people who are coming back home with when they have the virus, if they're going to let them through the country, let them out of the country. And the leader should step up and tell them, no, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. These are some things that they should step up and speak up. Enough is enough already in the Caribbean country. We don't need any more to adds up those numbers. And for all of these women them out there too, that seen some of these deported coming home, sometimes many of these female pretty foolish of themselves, because they will see a man, because they can speak like American, act like American. They quick to go with them. Woman, let them go check out first. Don't lay with them. You don't know what they're bringing on to you. Be smart out there. Be very smart out there. Be very, very smart. Very, very smart out there. Very, very smart. I'm so afraid, just people texting me down. I just every time a text comes in, somebody call me, I just I'm going to hear, oh, somebody I knew got deported. Somebody I knew. It's just I'm kind of getting tired of hearing it, really, honestly. And I'm not going to stay here and tell anyone. I'm not wishing this for even my greatest enemies, if I do have any. You know what I mean? Because, people in their 70s, people in their 80s going on. It, it is crazy. And why I say some of these things is crazy. You have a lot of undocumented Jamaican people here that are in this country for 50 years, 60, 70 years. What they were doing, paper was out there just begging you to take it. You know? They didn't care. They didn't care. They just sitting down, going around having fun until fun run out in them. And now it's too late. Because what literally going on and happening here right this minute, it's not a joke thing. I saw people coming in here doing video telling and documenting people not to go home. People, my Jamaican people, go home. Go back home to Jamaica. If you have a green card, even if you have citizen, you are a shoplifter, burglar those type of things, go home. Because literally they still gonna send you home. They're gonna revoke it. Papers is paper. We don't born here. Go back home. It's better for you people. Pack some barrels. Go back home. Get your clothes. Pack food. Go home. When you go home with some barrels and people see you have your stuff, people will put you up. It's better for you. Then you go home only with the one suit. The one suit on your back. Is that healthy? No, it is not healthy. It's just not healthy. It is just not healthy. People need to think. And like I'm a Jamaican. Of course, I go out there. I meet so many Jamaican people because I'm a Jamaican, And these three Jamaican that I just got messages that, ISIS hold them. They are foolish. And when I said they foolish, you've been here for a minute. What are you doing with a Jamaican driver's license? And then when ISIS pull you over now, you're going to hand it to them? Does that make no sense? You know the ISIS out there. Where are you going driving car? Where are you doing around the steering? Does that make sense? It's not. It does not make no sense. This is the time for people to give up certain things. Just give up certain things. You got a car, sell your car. Doesn't matter. Sell it. The money you get for your car, buy your ticket and go home. Purchase your ticket. When you purchase a ticket, it's better. This is what a lot of people doesn't understand. When they hold you in it costs the government pocket in America. There's no way you can come back. When you purchase a ticket, you send yourself home. It's better for you because you have the opportunity to come back. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. When they hold you, you're going to jail for days because you have to wait. Every single country have a day every week for deportation. Jamaica is on Thursdays. Thursdays is Jamaican Day. That's all I know. I don't know for other country. I know for Jamaican is every Thursday. Okay? Every single Thursday is Jamaican deportation. Before January 2025, it used to be every last Thursday of the month. Now, because of this express deportation, it's every Thursday is Jamaican deportation right now going on. Every Thursday. Today's Saturday. They picked up these three people that I know. They're not going home until Thursday. Every Thursday is Jamaican deportation day. Every single Caribbean country country have a day after week for deportation. Not like they just pick every single person and just deport them like that. They're not doing that. At the same time, every country have their own date. Jamaican is on a Thursday, and I know that because I'm a Jamaican. You understand? But people, when ISIS pick you have a Jamaican driver's license. Don't give it to them. Just tell them the truth. I don't have nothing. It doesn't make no sense. You don't have a driver's license for the United States. What you doing around the steering at this time? Anyway, you know, what you doing around the steering? It doesn't make no sense. And many people been saying this and many people been saying that. I keep up with important things, not with foolish things. If you're in your home and your people at your door, you don't have no one coming to you. You don't have to answer. This is America. People can't just pop up in your home like that. They have to give you invitation. They have to talk to you on your phone and telling you, I'm coming to see you tomorrow, so and so. When they're outside, they got to call you. They can't just come in your home like that. If you don't expect anyone, why are you opening your door? You know, a lot of people out there, even like before this incident happened, like undocumented people driving a car. They just want to see a police officer car pass. They start to shaky and hitting the police car because they're giving away themselves. I got to be real. They give away themselves. They do. I live here, but it's just horrible to say. For every single person in the world that they picked up, and for the rest that here going to get picked up, because it's going to happen. Send yourself home. Pretty soon, it's near. You all going to roll on the ground and happy. What happened to you happened. Because it's coming. Because God does not like ugly. It's going to happen. God does not like ugly. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? You know, when I look at a lot of things, and this is a free speech country, I don't give one heck when I speak. You know, back in the days when I came here, you have the South End, and my color couldn't go in that area. You go on the bus, it's only the back of the bus have people, because my color is the only color could go in the back. So if you have 20 people my color hop on the bus, we have to bung up in the back. We have to stand up, sit in the ground in the bus or whatever. And the rest of the seat go up to the driver is empty because we're not welcome there. You know, I experience so many things that happen here. You know what I mean? So some of the things that literally going on now, it just come out from the closet. Because, you know, and because back then, you know, things was happening, no one didn't care. No one didn't care. No one didn't care about my color. No one didn't. I experienced so many things, so many things. You hop on the bus, someone already up there telling you, just point their finger, you have to go to the back. You stand up there, 20 people at the back, bungee up together, and the rest of the seat come right all the way up to the driver. The bus is empty. We can't sit there. You understand? So it's not just now things is happening. It's just the way some people do things, and it seems like that person is the only person doing things. They all do their thing. They all do their thing. Some is secret, and some is open, and some is worse. So we only going through the worst time right now. That's just literally what happening. You know what I mean? That just literally what happening. And for my Jamaican people, now I'm gonna tell some of you the truth today. Many of these people, they're doing some videos about telling people not to go home. Don't listen, my Jamaican people. Who wanna listen? Let they listen. Go home. It's better for you people. There's no way at this time any one of you can fight it. It's not safe. It's just not safe right this minute. When you go out on the street, you don't see people. When you go in the supermarket, you don't see anyone. When you go certain places, no one. When you're driving, you don't have no traffic again. You're just driving. That's the reason why the time just looks so weird. Because places I would go after I leave out here, it would take me a hour and a half to go to Boston. It's not happening again. Maybe 20 minutes to go in my car reach Boston. I tell you the truth, people. Things is just not the same. You know you're not okay. Don't fight it. You know you don't have no document. Don't go around the steering. Give it up. Sell your car. Park some barrel. Go to the hardware store and go to the stores them that sell tools and those type of thing. Go and get like the weed chopper, those type of thing. Pack some barrel. Build a crate. You know, people have their lawn and things back home. You know how much money you can make just to clean the people lawn and those type of things. Go home with critical thinking, plans, ideas, and thought. You know, because Jamaica is a blessed country. We bless out there. You understand? We bless. The only thing is the crime rate, and it's just not as bad as before. Honestly, we can live. My mom lived in Jamaica. Nothing happened to her. You just have to mind your own business. See, blind and hearing deaf. And it happened here too. The same thing happened in Jamaica, happened here in America every day. You have to be careful when you go out there. You don't have to know someone for someone do you something here. It's the same thing. It's just because Jamaica is very small to compare to here. When something happened here, it's big. How many states we had here? Huh? Look at Jamaica. When little something happened in Jamaica, it's like a big thing because Jamaica is so small. There are 14 parishes to compare here. What happened in Massachusetts in one day? In one day, nothing. Jamaica can touch that. Maybe you hear two little things happen in Jamaica the one day. Here in Massachusetts, you may hear about 10 more in just one state. Had all the state together with every single thing, negative thing that happened. And you have many places here that when things happen, they don't bring it in the news. You never see that in the news. You understand? You just don't. It just like, I don't know. I can't really express it to anyone. Oh, I really feel like just air. And I'm not a born American. I'm a raw Jamaican. And just see the things them that are happening. And it's just harder. It's hard, you know. It's really hard, you know what I mean? Really, really hard. But I wake up today with the energy, and it's just the energy that I wake up with today is that um hmm, not even gonna talk about it. But I just want to say to everybody, you know, you don't have no papers, go home. You can't fight it anymore. Enough is enough now. You can't. There's no way you can fight it because the picked up in Massachusetts here. is going fast. It is. It's rising. The number is rising every day, 7 days a week. It is rising. The supermarket, all over. On the street, all over. Nowhere is safe. You know yourself, and these are some of the things them people talking about, which I kind of experienced a little of it this morning today. Um, I went to the Western Union and I was asking for um, so many more information, and they need a bill. It was like I have to say to the lady, "What bill are you talking about?" They need a bill to prove my address, and I was unable to send money because I didn't have a bill with me. You know what I mean? So this is some new things coming up. I have to have a bill with me, whether my light bill, my phone bill, some bill to prove my address. Which I don't care. That's what they want. They will get it. But you have two people was behind me in the line, and they asked them for a lot of stuff too. It's not easy anymore. So it's not even going to be easy for anyone to send money to, because this is what I literally experienced today. I didn't get to send money because I didn't have a bill in me, and I don't know if when I give them the bill, what the next step, what gonna happen after that again. I have my mom in Jamaica, and me and myself and my sibling, we have to participate, come together and to support my mother. I have children there, you know, I have houses there. What it's like, you don't know what's gonna happen if you can manage to take care of your loved one there anymore, because it coming down to a point where they asking for so many things now. So you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't. And I'm just walking around with only my driver's license. That's all. I'm not walking with nothing else. I'm not going to walk with anything else. Only my driver's license. If someone should pull me over on the street while I'm driving, which that's what they're gonna do pretty soon, and if I goes to any supermarket and anyone confront me about anything, I have my driver's license. If that's not enough, it's fine, because I'm not gonna walk around with my passport and lose it at this time. How am I gonna get it back? Tell me, people. What about if I go around with my passport? People know people walking around with their documents now. People some pick your bag and you don't have nothing. What's gonna happen? I'm not walking around with nothing. All I'm walking around with is my driver's license. Because my driver's license that I had is the one that they come up with that everyone had to have pretty soon. And that one can tell you every single thing. Every single thing it can tell you. And on Thursday, I got a call from a friend of mine, one of my working team. She went to the supermarket in Codman Square. And when she's in the supermarket, there's two guys. One confronted her and then another guy at the side. And they look like she thought it was one of those bomber people on the street. You know what I mean? And when she said all the person do like this, just showing like that who they are. And that's it. We need identity. She go in her wallet and give her driver's license. They run it. They see that she was all right. Then they said, have a good day. Then guess what happened? She forgot her wallet because she was so shaky and nervous. And step out from the supermarket because they told her it's okay. When she went back in the supermarket, guess what happened? Someone gone with her wallet, with her money, with her credit card, or everything. So I'm not going to go outside. I'm not telling anyone out there not to walk with your information. I think if you are a citizen or if you have your green card or whatever, the best advice I could give to anyone, make sure if you have a driver's license, you have. If you don't have a driver's license, because many people don't drive, Monday morning you go get a state ID and have your state ID to walk with, because you have to have documents to get a state ID. And that is very important. Go get a state ID, walk with your state ID. I am not telling anyone, include myself, to walk with your American passport, your citizenship. Because if you lost those, oh, you're gonna get it back in this time. If someone pick your bag, which it can happen now, they pick your bag, who you gonna identify who you are to? If this makes sense? So people, believe in yourself, believe in God and believe in yourself. Believe in God and believe in yourself, because it's a lot going to happen. Rich American, that they call Americans so rich. In the store, in the supermarket, a little plastic bag with 3 eggs. I never see that happen here. It is so sad. Pretty soon we have no food. Pretty soon we have nothing here to eat. It coming. Pretty soon we're not going to have nothing here to eat. Because the farmers then, the farm workers, they can come back here. And the farmers then, now is the time they would start to like plant these stuff, especially in the state like Massachusetts, cold, that winter. Out of warm state, doing their stuff maybe right around the clock. But where's the people to help them? What's going to happen? So how are we going to get food in the supermarket? How are we going to get veggie? How are we going to get carrot? How are we going to get meat? How are we going to get this? Where are we going to get those from? We're not going to have no food here. And the population here is huge. In one state here, to compare all the state, where are we going to get food? Where are we going to get food? We're not going to have no food in this country to eat. Pretty soon, nothing not going to be here. So people, if you can get a little deep freeze by and stock it up. For me, I don't like old food. I'm not buying no deep freeze because I don't like old food. Food in my freezer for a long time. I don't want those crap. But for many people out there, you have children, your family is huge, get a deep freeze and stock it up with some meat, stock it up with some stuff, buy certain veggie, blends them, make juice, and store them in your freezer. This is what we're gonna have to do, because it coming around pretty soon. There's no food gonna be in this country. Because I see where we getting short and things already. You know what I mean? We already getting short. I'm not a egg person, but 3 eggs in a plastic bag. I know probably in Jamaica, you may see people sell stuff like that, but I never come across that in America. It is so shameful. Rich American that people said, oh, is one of the richest country ever. One of the richest. Sometimes you're not supposed to listen to what people said, because everything people said is just not true. Don't listen to everything people said. Prove it for yourself. I don't know what we're going to eat, people. But again, as I say this, Jamaican people, because I'm getting off live now, go home. Go back home to Jamaica. A lot of land out there. You people can go do farming. You can do so many things. Banana, plantain, all kind of thing. You know what I mean? People believe that because we come from a Caribbean country and come here, we suffering. No. When I was in Jamaica, when it's mango time, I eat a lot of mango. Breadfruit time, I'm not a breadfruit type. Apple time, I eat a lot of apple. We have so many fruits, so many things to eat. It may look like people out there suffering. As I said, you have people in America today suffering worse than many of these Caribbean islands. Everywhere you go, you have people poor, poor, people who are unable to put a meal on their table. It's all over in the world, all over. It's here. You'll go out on the street, you see people begging because they don't have food to eat. You see people don't live nowhere, just like how you would see it all over in the world. You understand? When I go to Jamaica, I'm not gonna send people out there not in the street walking. You have a couple cuckoo people, of course, but you I don't see that much people don't have somewhere to put shelter over their head in Jamaica. It doesn't matter what it look like; they have a shelter. Here, you have hundred, thousand of people here don't have a roof over their head. Even in the cold time, they sleep out in the cold. We did have a mayor in Massachusetts that used to drove around and picked up all those homeless people and take them into a shelter. He passes away many years ago. Many years. He used to does that. So people believe America is a bed of rose and money or whatever. Of course, you work, you're gonna get paid like any other place. Any other place, whether you're in Jamaica and you work, you get money. You work in America, you're gonna get paid same way. If you don't work, if you don't have a job living here, you can't live a good life. You can't have no life because you have to work to maintain yourself. So it's not just easy like people believe that if all the people them who come from a foreign country come here, if we leave, what's gonna happen to here? We build this country. We make this country stand. We make this country be America. We are the one who come here and clean shit that no other people who live here would never clean shit. We are the one who come migrate from our country and who come here and clean shit. We are the one who come here and can put a smile on the elderly face. We are the one who come here and can make people happy again. We have to stand up for ourselves. We have to stand up and defend ourselves, not because one person speaking out and come up with their own title, their own ideas, their own plans. It means that we cannot speak up because we come here and we build this. You think you see all those the farmers then? These people here are not gonna work. They're gonna have to shut down their business. They're gonna close out. If these people not gonna work, they're not. We are the one who come into this country and go back to school to show many of these people here what we from the Caribbean country, what we brought here, and what we can do. We build it, and we build it firm. We are the ones come into this country and make America feel like America. And there's no way it's gonna be America again when we all gone, because it can't. And it will not happen because we come here and make the America know that how to make elderly feel love, how to put a smile on their face. We are the one brought love here. We are the one brought hard working ability here. We bring it here. We teach them here what it's like to love. I gotta be real, people. We bring it here. We bring ourselves here with unique attitude, unique style. You know how many elderly out there today that does not have kids. The CNA, the home military, the nurses, we are the one who combine, who come together, who stick together and let them feel like they can be somebody. Because money is not all. They could have $1 million, but if they have $1 million and they unable to take care of themselves because of health condition, if they don't have someone to assist them, What going to happen? We are the one come here, do dirty jobs. We are the one come here and show these American people them here what it like to love, what it's like to sweat. You know how many people are working from this country? When they get the first paycheck, what they did? You never see them again. You never, they gone, they get the first paycheck, they gone. We coming from a Caribbean country, come here. We know that where we coming from. We know we have family. We have our children. We know what we want out of life. We go out there, we do 3, 4. Some people here in this country today, I'm telling you, doing 4 jobs. Right, they don't go to their home. They don't know what their home look like because they leave from one job to the other job to the other job. They have to send money to their country to take care of this. They are the only source that their family depending on, and they have to go out there and work hard. You know what I mean, people? So they make it feel like we here and we're not doing anything. We do a lot because we come here, we build here, and nobody could tell me what I'm talking is crap because I'm here for a minute now, and I know that for myself that we are the one who came here and let here be what it is today. When you go to the nursing home, the hospital, assistant living, who they have in there? It's Caribbean people. Caribbean people is the one them they have up in there cleaning shit, laundry, housekeeping and everything. And many times, a lot of these people, they when they came here, because they thirsty for a job, they want to work so much. They would go for a job. The job is like $25 an hour, $20 an hour. They offer them 10, 8. They take it because they don't know. They want to work. We must proud of ourselves for who we are and not to look down on us like we're nothing. I'm thankful every day in my life for God, for the woman He let me be today, for who I am from inside out. And I'm not going to let nobody change who I am. I'm standing up for me. I'm standing up for my country because I'm a raw Jamaican. I'm a raw Jamaican. Even the undocumented people them that came here, that live in America today, many of them who got deported, they come here and build the country too. They work. Who you think hired those people? Rich people. Hire them. Rich people hire them. All of these people them that you see out there and this and that and all kind of things, they work because they have to eat. If I could go buy a chicken, they can do it too because we all live the same place. We're not better than anyone. Not because they don't have a document, it doesn't mean we are better than them. No, we're not. We're not supposed to look at it like that because we are not better than any one of these undocumented people who live in the United States. We're not. Majority of them too. You see a lot of Jamaican. I'm not talking about no other Caribbean country than Jamaican. Many of them who here today who are a citizen or they had a green card, the non-document them work harder than them. Because many of them, the one them that had their documents, they lazy. They don't want to do anything, majority of them. They just want to go collect some food stamp. And have a week the government give them a check for $200 and something. What the hell that could do? That's why many of them can reach anywhere. You understand? Many of the undocumented people in America, they work hard. They know they don't have no document. They have to go out and work very hard to put food on their table. Many of them leave their wife at home, their children, their parents. They have to work hard to take care of them. And many times you see the car they driving, you have to look back. Not that they living here worse than anyone else. They're not. They're not. We human beings. We may have different colors, of course. This is what God wants to see. And that's why God make us be like this. Some of this color, some of that color. That's what God wants. And whatever who we are, what we look like, we have to be happy for it. And thank our parents, because that's what God wants us to be. We've been going through hell here, and there is no end for it. There is no end for what happening to us here. There is no end. I have to be real. The only time for people to live here and it's going to be a end is when the God take his world. The world come to a end. That's when all the changes end. Because there's no changes. There is no changes gonna happen, because this been going on for a long time. It coming from generation leader to generation leader to generation leader. We may look at some people, some leader of the country, like they were doing great job. Some of them wasn't doing no job either. They was doing bad, but because it wasn't public. You know what I mean? It wasn't public. But at the same time, based on my experience, this is one of the worst I ever come across. I never see anything look like this. And I never see anything. As I said it to people, I'm not going to be biased. People know that they came to America and they get a visiting visa. Of course. Some people may come and look at it like, oh, it's easier here, better for me to live than go back home. You know, that's how people look at it. They get a job and they work and making some money and they just stay in it. But I advise many people, you get your visa and you come to this country. Do your time and go back home. It's better for you. Just do your time and go back home. And don't come here with attitude. In many times, I'm not going to say people who come here from the Caribbean committed a crime or do stuff, violence or anything here, but it's mixed. It's everybody. It's not just people who come here. It's everybody who live in here choose to do negative stuff. They do it. It's not just coming from just people who came here from another country. No, it's just not that. It's just everybody do their thing. You have people choose to live decent and you have people who choose not to. You have people don't care, and that's it. People just don't care. They don't care what gonna happen, and that's just it. You know, before I close, one thing I'm gonna say, and I do not give one shit. The thing that I said, I go to school, I achieved so many things. Thank you, Jesus, for that. But let me tell people one thing. God gave us 5 senses. People, when you are shit and piss on yourself, and you don't know when you're pissing and you're shitting in yourself, you should never be a leader. Bye to everybody now. You lose your senses.